EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. Here's 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Malik Hooker there on the tackle. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one taken in by Chenault. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll go play action with Nix. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A give, and here comes Williams. Oh, yeah. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll run. It's Williams. He slams it in there, and he is in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver. Touchdown number 9 for the year. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Dak going to put it up right away. On a short throw, caught by Ferguson. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy. You get paid to catch them all.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That is Ferguson in motion. They'll throw again. Dak. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Talk about a volume receiver. That's his 90th catch of the season, and he gives his team a first down. They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll try and run it here with Warren. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Pistol now for Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he will score. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. The Cowboys come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing is Nix. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. 1st and 10. Play action. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line.
after that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's in. LaVisca Chenault. Touchdown, Broncos. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Here we go.
The motion man is Boyd.
26.
On play action, here's Dak. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Go to 54, go to 54, wide. 26.
On third down, Prescott. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And that one not going to net too much. He'll get this down to the 31.
14, Cowboys 7.
They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Yeah. Here we go. Right second.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Dak facing third and long. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Second down and 8. Throw it. Nix. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Nix now on 1st and 10. A throw over the middle going to be caught by Franklin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Trying the left side. Here goes Williams.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll go again with Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
On the bootleg, it's Nix.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on third down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it, nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the first down.
Here's a handoff to Williams. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run it with Williams. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half.
He is good. Makes the score Broncos 21, Cowboys 10. Will Lutz to kick off for the
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go! Right take! 26!
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. And Zach Allen there on the tackle.
Yeah! There we go! Right take!
Second down, Prescott. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They run over center with Williams. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. After this, here's 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will have a Broncos 1st down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Here's Nix to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right take.
That is Ferguson in motion.
26.
Here's Warren. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. That is Ferguson in motion. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A throw right side, taken in by Boyd.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
Yeah, here we go. Ready, take. Ready, take. 26.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
That's caught by Eckler. 11 yards on the connection there. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close.
47. 26.
They'll throw again. Dak. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. We're likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. Into the 2nd down. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. That one good for 26 yards.
Yeah, ready to go. Attack.
45-yard line.
They run with Warren. Woo! Has some room inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Yeah! Ready to go. Ready to take. Ready to take. Everybody kill.
In motion, Lamb.
Ready to take.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Prescott. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll go play action with Nix. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, Denver. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown catch, number 20 on the year. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos will extend this third quarter lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go! Wait.
Now Warren. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. The motion man is Boyd. On the play fake, Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Nick's going to look to throw. This one taken in by Chenault. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Throwing is Nix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Denver 1st down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Here's 2nd and 6. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he will get into the end zone. LaVisca Chenault. Touchdown, Broncos. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
A run up the middle with Warren. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Williams in motion. On play action, here's Dak. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
And that is incomplete. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. He's going to take this from his own 2. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. On 1st down, it is Williams. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Here we go, set. 60 Bobcat.
A give, and here comes Williams. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Woo! And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the give, it's Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
2nd down. Nix. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Now return coming from the 7. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go. Going to 53. What do you think?
From the shotgun, it's Dak. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Ohio State.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. A throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
1st and 10. They'll go with Williams. Oh! Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
And he's into the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
His kick is good. Next to score, Broncos 45, Cowboys 16. Will Lutz to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there! What do you think?
Prescott on first down. Open man downfield. It's Boyd. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll run with the former Golden Domer, Audric Estime. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Another run, and again, it's Estime. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Once more, it's Estime. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
First down, Prescott. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Hey, kill! 47, 46.
On second down, it's Dak. Open man down the field, it's Ferguson. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go! That's it! Here we go, kill!
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. A very dangerous throw, but somehow it is complete.
Really nice job here by the defense staying disciplined as the quarterback gets flushed from the pocket. I mean, how often do we see those guys kind of creep in and allow the ball thrown over their head? They took away everything downfield, and all the quarterback could do was dump this one off short to his back, and there wasn't much there.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 3rd down, Prescott. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They finished the season on a high note, so now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.